ready?
Let's do it.
I'm shy though.
Of course you went.
Okay, welcome folks. It's Andy from the Car Boutique here. The long-awaited Wax Off Competition 2023. This is pretty much a year in the making, would we say?
Probably just over by now, yeah.
Just over a year, so we've eventually made it. Okay, so I'm going to now hand you over to Steve, who's basically been one of the project managers for this, to tell you what the Wax Off competition is all about and who we've got involved, and maybe say a few thanks to people and take it from there.
Yeah.
So Steve.
Yeah, so first things first, thank you to everybody who's sent over or sent in some of these waxes to be used for, and tested for user experience. Based around show waxes was the area that we wanted to focus on, because we believe that a show wax is easier for user experience and where you want to go with it, and to turn it around to get some gloss and everything else. In front of me you can see the waxes we're going to be testing today. Clearly we've cleared masked them all up. We've numbered them from 1 to 10. Only myself, I know what's below there. And yeah, we've got a different range of people that are going to be using and testing these waxes. And in front of me, you can see me probably holding a piece of paper here, is some of the questions that we've gone through. Just to give you a couple of run a few off the sheet here. We've got visual, smell, feel, touch, ease, ease to load up the applicator, removal, ability to spread, and everything else. So some basic information here, which all come part and parcel, I believe, with a show wax. And as I say, we're going to get on and test some of these today. But again, thank you for everybody that sent in these waxes. This is the first year that we've run it, and apologies for it taking so long. But moving on from here, we hope this to grow,
absolutely,
get bigger, and people can submit waxes. Where we're going with this, or the original remit for this, is we wanted brands to get involved, and home brewers and people who just, I'm not going to say mess around with it, because it's very serious what they do. And there's some serious people out there, especially on some Facebook groups we've seen that do some serious waxes, some of these homebrew guys. So moving forward, hopefully we get more of you involved, and we'll look onto that coming in the next year ahead.
So we're going to probably learn a lot from this, and we haven't even started testing yet. So we're going to, this is stage one, and no doubt as we go through the testing process, we'll be thinking we're going to do that next year. So this is basically the foundations as to what we're going to do in the future. And if anyone watching this has got any ideas as to other variables that we can look at, feel free to make a comment. So how many people? I don't know what the waxes are. You're the only person that knows what the waxes are. Correct. And we've got 4 testers, haven't we?
We've got 4 testers. Yep. We've got some enthusiasts. We've got pro. We've got some, more experience. And I'm not going to say newbies. Nobody's a newbie here, but people with lesser experience. But we've got a range of 3 cars here with different substrates. Obviously, a Volvo, the Transporter, and the Audi. And yeah, I look forward to this one. But again, just to touch on that, if anybody else wants to get involved in the future, this will evolve. So these questions, this criteria, as we go throughout the day testing these products, we will certainly home into other areas that we feel might be worth exploring a bit further, into more detail. We've also got some testing equipment, some gloss meters, temperature checkers and everything else. The temperature today is forecast to be around 22 degrees. Why am I telling you that? Because it's definitely worth to have all these facts to hand.
We are going to look into that, aren't we? Yeah, definitely.
Correct, to make it as fair as possible. And believe me, this is fair. There's no clear winner.
He won't tell me. I have asked him what people have submitted, and even you've done it well, because I'm looking at them looking for clues, and you're a clever chap because you've got the people supplying these to send them in pots that are different to what they sell if they are on sale. So you're a cheeky little chap.
People might think they know what they are, and some of them might be a little giveaway if you're into waxes like myself. Yeah. But where this has changed is people have submitted these waxes in a different pot to what they normally would. So you think you might know what it is in front of you, and think, yeah, it's all right, I know what it is. Yeah. But I don't believe you will.
I don't think
this is some of this to trip us up on purpose.
Absolutely.
Or not trip us up, but not trip the testers up, but to make this fair.
Absolutely.
And I say, I stipulate again that this is going to be completely fair, and nobody else bar me knows what are in these wax pots.
Finally, what is the ultimate aim of this test? It's to look at, and we're going to probably do follow-on videos looking into other stuff, but are we looking not to find the best, because it's subjective, it's on the day, but are we looking on a score system to find the number one on the day? Is that so? Correct. People know what they're going to be watching for the next.
So let me just be clear as well on this. All these waxes that have been sent in, all of these, let me be clear, are going to perform. They're going to be good waxes, but they might not be good for every person.
Yeah.
That's where it's different. Everybody's got a different user experience, what they want from a wax. So there's no winner, there's no loser. It's just what the predominant people feeling of what they want from a show wax.
But there is going to be a winner at the end.
There will be a winner. There'll be a first, second, and third. And if we go into the results of what we got here, all the waxes are listed. We're going to be out of 10, and then to clear it all at the bottom, overall.
Yeah.
The overall section. People, it might win on gloss. It might be brilliant for application and taking off, but overall, they didn't like the scent.
Yeah.
So it just throws it out there. It's completely to mix it up and keep this, dedicated to user experience to that individual.
Absolutely.
So we're not taking it too seriously.
No, we're not.
This is to take it fun, to have fun and to enjoy it, and hopefully wax is not dead. That's what I'm getting at.
And it's a good because you, me, okay, and Steve, the admins, Steve, whatever he's calling himself today, haven't been together, the three of us, for a long time.
No, definitely a long time.
Nick's come along, Lee's come along as well, so it's good. Thank you, Nick, for coming along. It's good to get the team together.
Lee,
Lee, it's good to get the team along. So we're going to finish there. You're not going to tell me what they are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
you have to wait till the end, till the day is done, and let's get this testing done.
Let's do it. Nice one.
Cheers.
Okay, folks, got to keep it quiet. The guys are inside getting the brief from Steve and Arthur at the moment. So they're just going through all the criteria and how it's going to pan out. So we're going to take lots of video footage whilst they're doing it to get their emotions, their feelings. So exciting times. Go and disturb Steve. Okay, so Steve is one of our testers. Steve's run with this project for the last few months, so big thanks, Steve, for arranging all this. But Steve does not know what the waxes are. That's other Steve's job. So thoughts and feelings. Which number is this?
This is number 3.
And how are you feeling? Let's give some live emotional feedback for the groupsters.
So this is a nice slick wax to apply. I've only charged the applicator and I've pretty much done.
Is it oily? Is it? It doesn't look that oily actually. It's going a long way for one dip.
I wouldn't say that it's oily. Wax number 1 was very, very oily. I'd say this is slick over oily.
Yeah.
It's like I'm only just starting to feel a little bit of resistance now in the pad.
Yeah.
And it's done quite a bit.
So you're heavily into your waxes. This competition is predominantly a show wax, but what sort of things do you look for in waxes? Because you're quite a bit of a connoisseur, you know what you're looking for. Does it relative to you want a show wax or a longevity one, or what floats your boat in terms of waxes? Sorry to put you on the spot.
That's right. So for me, because of the mileage I usually do, I'm looking at about 24,000 a year, mainly motorway miles from the northwest down to the south, either to Portsmouth or Plymouth. I need a wax that's going to last at least 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Do you find many? Because a lot say 6 months, but in your experience, I don't want to get into the longevity argument too much, but do you find finding a wax that will hold out for 3 months easy to find?
Yeah. I mainly look at those that claim sort of 12-month longevity. Do the standard, well, take about half off, you know, depending upon what they've been exposed to.
Yeah.
And so I usually look at those hybrid and more synthetic waxes that will last that little bit longer, rather than the show waxes that are going to probably be a lot more organic. So this is a little bit new for me. I've only got about 3 or 4 show waxes, and like the discussions that the other testers were having earlier, unless you're going to show after show after show, week after week after week, it's hard to justify the time to use a show wax when, you know, we've got families, we've got busy lives, all the rest of it. So unless you are going to a show, would I use a show wax? No. No, absolutely not. Unless I'm doing something like this and having a play.
Excited to see what the results are?
Yeah, I'm really interested to see. And already, you know, some of the conversations that have been going on in the background talking about different organic compounds, their effect. We've already seen some of them. Comparing the different types of colours that we've got,
the heat, the panels,
the different levels of decontamination or different levels of cleanliness that we've got, is really, really good, really interesting, because, you know, everyone will do it differently. Not everyone wants to do a full safe wash, full decontamination, full clay bar, full polish, and then apply a wax that's going to last.
Good points.
A couple of weeks. But, you know, can you apply a show wax to a car that maybe in 6 months' time you're going to get properly detailed, properly corrected and ceramic coated? Yeah, you can do a basic wash. You could do a contactless wash. Wouldn't recommend it. It's one of the things that we're finding at the minute is, you know, there's a lot still on the surface of the transporter because we've done a contactless wash. So would I recommend it? Short term, maybe you can get away with it, but long term, no. For most people, it's going to be too much.
Agreed.
But again, it's food for thought, and it's good fun today. The weather's nice.
It is good fun.
The company's good.
And it's a bit of banter, isn't there? Bit of Navy Air Force banter going on.
Well, it's not really banter. You came late to the party. That's the way it'll stay.
I'm going to let him get on with it. Once again, thank you very much for arranging this today. I know it was a team effort, but you've been running with this project, so we're going to try and do this every year. I think that's the aspiration, isn't it?
I think so.
And take it from there. So I'll let you crack on. Thanks very much.
Wicked. Cheers.
Okay, we're going to have a quick chat with moderator Nick. Nick, how you doing?
Good, Andy, you?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming along today. So, what are you feeling? What number's this?
Number 5.
Number 5. Thoughts, feelings, live?
On this one?
Yeah.
Lovely to apply.
Okay.
Not a fan of the smell.
Okay.
Loads up really well.
Yeah.
We'll see how it comes off.
So you say you're not a fan of the smell. Is smell an important part of the experience for you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Not
well,
really.
It's not much. There's a smell there, but it's not in your face.
I was expecting a little bit more after I broke through.
Yeah.
But
no. So I'm asking all the testers this. When you're looking for a wax, what's important to you?
We sort of spoke about longevity for me.
Okay.
I don't get the chance to do it as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
And putting all your time and effort into prep.
Yeah.
I like to know something's going to last.
Okay.
6-8 weeks.
Yeah.
Would be nice.
Most of the other guys are saying if they get a wax that lasts 3 months, they're happy.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are aiming for the waxes that claim 6 or 12 months to give them the 3 months. So I think that says something, doesn't it? That's another debate, though, isn't it?
I think personally, the big 6 month claim, roofs maybe, bonnets.
Yeah.
When you start looking into splash zones,
yeah,
you're 3 months maximum, and they're taking a lot of abuse.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'd like to wax more.
Yeah.
But family restraints and
that's come up with a couple of other guys as well. It's a compromise detail. It's a passion. It's an interest, and it shouldn't take over your life. However, it can do.
I think for my wife, it's a tease, me being on the drive. If I was away doing something, she wouldn't mind, but being just on the drive, it's too easy for her to call me back.
That's right, that's right. Well, I'll let you crack on then.
Cheers,
okay,
mate,
so is this one going, have you finished applying this one then?
Yes, we've got lower quarter of the door.
And are you finding, we've already had a chat about the difference in temperature. I think this one was 41, the black car was about 69. Are you noticing a difference going from a dark car to a light car?
Definitely easier applying.
On the cooler car?
On the cooler temperature. The black is a little bit grabby.
Yes.
And a little bit harder to take off.
Yeah.
But it's personal preference
Absolutely.
on what car you own and what you're waxing more
Exactly
off.
right. And I've talked to Steve about it. We're going to probably do another video on things that we found in terms of a contacted wash, non-contact wash.
Yes,
decontaminated, not decontaminated.
Definitely
heat.
notice the difference between contact wash, no contact wash, definitely.
Good times. Thanks for coming along, and I hope you're as excited as I am. I cannot wait to see the results.
You're going to have one shiny car by the end of the
Beautiful.
day.
Thank you very much. Kevin,
Hiya.
how is it going so far? What number are you on, big man?
Number 4.
Number 4.
At the moment we're trying, which is not very smelly when you open it up. As soon as you take the crust off and start using it, then the scent really comes out in it.
Okay, so that one looks quite oily, is that right?
Yeah, it feels, very, very slippery.
Easy to apply though?
Yes.
Looks effortless, that does.
Yeah, you can feel the drag until it goes on, and then it's like real nice and smooth running over. Being in the sun, it's a little bit difficult to apply.
Have you applied any to the white TT yet?
No, not yet.
No, it'd be interesting to see whether you feel any difference, because you don't know it, but the TT measured, I think, something like 41 degrees, and the paintwork on this vehicle you do now is about 69 degrees. So interesting to see whether you feel any difference in applying the waxes. So we're going to ask everyone this: when you're buying a wax, what sort of things do you go for? Are you after longevity, gloss, ease of application, removal?
I'm actually ease of putting on and taking off, obviously, and the actual gloss finish. Because personal car is black one. Which is ultimately difficult, but you're actually looking for that black to shine, and get a deep shine out of it.
Longevity important to you?
The car isn't used much, so not really. Once every 6 months or something like that, depending on what shows that it goes to.
Because you do concourse stuff, don't you? With Nick. So and your wax stock, I think, is the Cosy going in? Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. So we will see you at wax stock. And we'll see how your car gets on. So I'll let you crack on. Thanks, Kev.
Lovely. Thanks, Andy. Cheers.
I've caught him at last. Lee keeps running off because he knows I'm going to grab him on the microphone. So first of all, Lee, thank you very much for coming along today. We first ran into each other about a week or two ago, UK Detailing Academy. Invited you along, and where have you travelled from?
Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire, and you run your own detailing company as well, don't you? And what's the name?
Gloucester ADM Detailing.
So that's what we've done. We've got amateurs, keen enthusiasts, professional detail as well, to sort of mirror, sort of iron out any sort of, not that there's biased, okay, but we get a full flavour of people with experience in wax and all that kind of stuff. So what number are you on at the moment?
Number 4.
And how are you finding it?
It's quite nice, quite solventy. Goes on easy, removes easy.
Excellent. And what do you look for in a wax? Not from a client professional point of view, but if you were going out to buy yourself a wax, what sort of variables do you look for?
Gloss, oiliness. Not too fussed about durability.
The same.
But it's more to enhance gloss. More of a show wax, really.
Which is quite relevant because we're doing show waxes today. So you're on number 4. Out of those 4, and you've still got a few to go, is there one that's standing out in your head, or is it quite difficult?
They're all varying slightly. Obviously, certain scents are standing out more than others. Some don't have scents. More solventy, but
is that important to you, scent?
Not really.
No.
I think it just depends on, well, every wax is different, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it depends on experience, I suppose.
I suppose if you've got 2 or 3 waxes and they're all doing the same and one smells amazing and enhances that user experience, it's a good thing, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's going to stand out more to you and make you want to pick that over the
Yeah.
others. So yeah.
And what we gave you, you've got a free T-shirt. That'll probably go. I hope you're going to wear that more often. I hope that's just not coming out today.
I'll be wearing that with pride, don't you worry.
Right, you heard that. So we're going to get a photograph of Lee wearing this in the future. So he's committed. So once again, Lee, I'll let you crack on. Thanks for coming, and we'll be interested to see your results.
Okay, thanks, Andy.
Okay, we're just taking a quick sort of a breakout. The guys are busy doing the testing. Now, Steve isn't doing testing. It's interesting seeing what we're finding at the moment. So we looked at the temperatures, and it's something that we're factoring into this, but a massive difference in the temperatures on the vehicles, wasn't there?
That's it, yeah, we've certainly documented it with the temperatures between. As you can see behind us, we've got our Audi, Arthur's black Volvo, obviously, and the Transporter. But we clearly see about 20-degree temperature difference between, the white all the way through. Obviously they're parked in the sun. We are working, as you can see, I hope you can see that behind me, in the shade. As I say, we've got our Arthur here now applying some waxes, and so far it's going really well.
And people are actually picking up on it, aren't they? When they're going from a different coloured car, they're actually picking up on the fact that it feels different.
Correct.
The flashing off times and all that kind of stuff. Something also we noticed is one of the cars hasn't been decontaminated, the other 2 have, and people are actually picking up on it. Feels difference as well on the applying and removing. So that's something else.
Yeah, my Transporter's obviously kept pretty clean, and it was clean before it come here today. So what we wanted to do is make sure we snow foam them and rinse them to make sure that we've obviously got a level playing field as such. But obviously with the vehicles, these 2 are contact washed, yours and the Volvo, because of the flybugs, and maybe they've done some more mileage than me. But yeah, we've done a decon snow foam and then a rinse on the Transporter, and that has been picked up straight away. We can feel a slight difference under there.
I think what we should do, although this is about the wax off, I think maybe a spin-off from this video is going a sort of secondary videos to additional findings. The differences in applying it to different heat temperatures of cars. Contact washed, not contact washed, decontaminated, not decontaminated. Because I think there's a lot of learning for everyone really from that as well.
On this, something we can
process.
Do.
Absolutely.
When we've gone through this at the moment, we're documenting. As you can see, we've got the boards in the front of the vehicles where we've applied the product. Also, the guys have got their own individual test sheet with the critique for what we're marking these out of. Also, on the back of that, we've got a big description section at the bottom where people can give their experience as they use per wax, and that's made a massive difference, hasn't it? We're noticing straight away between the the colours and everything else.
And it's something we didn't really factor in, do we?
We
know about the temperatures, but we were blindsided until we got out here, and people were coming in saying massive difference between the white car and a black car, which is good.
But then today we didn't know what we were going to be, what was going to be presented in front of us, and it's good that we've got the temperatures and everything else. We've got the gloss meter and that here, so if we do need to split hairs, we can look into the gloss units and everything else. So we're taking this seriously, but also we're having fun with it at the same time.
We are. That's what it's all about. And I might do another video with all the outtakes and what we've been getting up to, because you're only seeing there's going to be a few bum shots.
Oh, here we go. Idiots like this.
Are you as excited as I am to see the outcome of this? So I love this kind of stuff.
This is unbelievable.
It is.
I'm obviously the only person here who knows what waxes we've got and what's been presented to use and apply. And by the amount of waxes we've got, I'm genuinely excited to find out what's going to come on top.
Absolutely.
Now, I think, to be clear, what we're seeing so far is this is going to be tough. This is going to be hard to decipher a leader, because at the moment what we're seeing, I know we're a few in, it's going to be difficult. But automatically we've seen some with an amazing gloss.
Number one, I've only seen a few. Whatever number one is really, really nice. So, but I'm annoyed I'm not testing, and you're probably not annoyed you're not testing as well. But you can't test because
I can't test because I know.
You know.
So obviously this has been done properly,
absolutely,
and legitimately, to keep everybody's credibility, and obviously to make sure it's a fair test.
And there's no point.
I want to be clear with that.
There's no point.
This is fair.
There's no point in us travelling hundreds of miles combined.
Correct.
And all the companies sending us their waxes in if it's not going to be done properly.
But on the back of that, thank you for the people who have put in or sent in your waxes. Thank you. This obviously is the first one.
Definitely.
We will be looking to do more of this, where we can, go into it a bit deeper or highlight a couple of things. But one thing we have done, as I say, on this is to make sure this is a show wax.
Yeah.
This is for show purposes. We're not looking at longevity and everything yet, because there's no point testing. But
we might, if we've got time,
if we have to
spray some water over. We might.
Or if we're splitting hairs at the end and we can't find a difference.
There might be
then
the differential variable that
we will look into it.
Fantastic.
Because there's obviously 4 different testers, as you can see from here. We've got people who've been into the car care for a long time but don't have experience with some of the waxes. We've got obviously newbies, we've got enthusiasts, we've got a pro. We've got we've a broad spectrum today.
Arthur's our newbie, isn't he?
He's the noob.
Just starting. There he is over there. Look.
Yeah.
He's got something wrong with his middle finger as well. It keeps coming up. Arthur, quickly come over. How's your testing going so far? We're going to come around and have a chat with you anyway on the cars, but how's it going so far?
So far I've only done one wax on all 3 cars. Lovely wax, leaving really, really nice wet look finish, which is probably, one of the things that people look for in a show wax.
Yep.
I'm just about to start with number 2. I'm going to find my spot on the transporter, so I won't say any more.
Let's chat. Get back to work.
Yeah, go on.
Right then.
Go on, kick him out there.
We're going to go back to testing, because otherwise he'll talk all day. Did you know he's got 6,000 followers on Instagram?
You're such an idiot.
I'll edit that.
What's that about the fingers?
Okay, folks, there's some kind of debate going on over there. So they're discussing the results. So I can only think of that there's a close call on some of them. So we're going to wait and see what the final results are. I'll get Steve and Arthur to sort of give the running order, or the top 1, 2, 3. I don't know how they're going to play it, but they've been chatting like that for about 20 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with.
It's hard to ignore.
You ready?
I reckon he's
Are you ready, Kev?
Yeah.
You ready, Lee?
Yeah.
You ready, Nick? What's your name? Nick. Nick.
Sean, whatever you want to
So we're
Steve
just doing
and Arthur.
wrap up, yes?
Yeah, I'm recording. This is going on
Perfect.
the
Do
film.
it.
You got your list?
I've got my little list. I've got my list. And I will start in reverse
I'm coming
order.
in as well, because I'm well excited about this. I need to know who wins.
Stop peeking. So, we'll do it. Yes, I need to leave 8, 9, 10. That's all right, we'll do it this way. So, wax number 1. Thank you, Revive, for submitting this wax. I know when I've been listening to the guys do the testing with this wax, everybody has actually sung some really good praises about this wax. And I'm probably going to repeat myself here, but no. Revive wax. I think overall, Arthur, what was everybody's...
The wet look finish for me.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And is that unanimous?
Yeah.
It was really good for wet look.
And the feel of it.
Yeah.
When you run the back of your hand, you can feel it's slippery smooth.
So Revive.
Good wax.
Hopefully we'll tag you into some of our shows when we do this. But it has been tested. You've done really well. And the reason why I'm giving you number 1 is because it was number 1. Just to add, take away any confusion. Number 2. This was supplied by Infinity Wax. So, none of you...
Are you right, Steve? How do you feel about it?
Again, it was a different scent.
Lovely scent.
Completely, I don't think I've ever smelled a wax with that scent. I've heard the guys test it, and again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but you will go into the details and stuff. I'm sure, again, when we go through these, they all won certain categories.
I did have a quick play in number 2, because I heard when people were on number 2 saying some really good things about it. So
Yes.
like you said, all these waxes perform really well.
Scent, subjective, isn't it?
There can be only one.
Yeah, it was a mint, wasn't it? If I believe I could smell when you mint menthol scent. So it's not something I've ever smelt of before. But yeah, number 3. Thank you, Rachel. Detail Bug.
Thank you, Rachel.
Absolutely phenomenal. Very good all-round wax. The conversations have gone about today. I believe this was picked up for its scent. A lot of people picked up and enjoyed. And I don't want to hold everybody here for bated breath all the way through, but number 4, Dodo Juice. Yeah, Dodo Juice. Very good wax. All I've heard again today about number 4. A really good positive conversation. From the conversation when it was applied, I thought it might have come up. So again, we'll find out where it come overall, but again, boring top. All these waxes performed. So let's speed this up. Number 5, Stiana Gloss. Good old Jack. Thank you, mate, for sending this in. Cracking wax. Excellent. Great. Fantastic.
Good wax.
Great all-round wax as normal.
Yeah.
Number 6. Thank you, Dan. Mr. ODK. Fantastic wax submitted, and a cracking wax. I believe, again, like the others, this has won some areas with certain judges and throughout the day.
Good wax maker, yeah, ODK.
Cracking wax maker, and yeah, things to come hopefully with Dan, and we'll come on with that before the end of the year, shall we say. Number 7, Simon Speed Shop.
Ooh, haven't used that one.
No, so that's, again, people were unaware of what those were, and obviously a good friend of Dan, and yeah, he put a wax in, and hopefully you guys, if you listen to this next year, will come up with some other blends for next year as well. And again, he's performed brilliantly, so thank you. Wax, I'm going to do it this way.
You do 10.98.
I'm going to do 10.98. Strangely enough, I don't know how it come in, but
so is this third place now?
So this is third place.
Come on, Steve.
Third place, number 10, Neo Wax. This is Neo Wax. A lot of you won't have heard of Neo Wax.
No.
This is a brand that has been put on to me by a good friend, Andreas.
Okay.
Told me about this brand. I've reached out to that brand and purchased one of their waxes. Told them about the competition and what I do and everything else, and they wanted to send me out a sample pot of their other one. So
thank you very
I've
much.
got this to par up. So Neo Wax.
I had this down as one to buy because it wasn't too oily.
Brilliant.
And
Yeah.
it feels like it'd go the distance on a number of cars. So actually, I was really impressed with
I'm
that.
really impressed that it's come there, and not a lot of people have heard about it. It's good, isn't it, when you get a brand
Shows,
that
yeah.
really people haven't heard of. And the way they sent it, and these sneaky little pots, you see, it was easy for me to blur out. Number 9.
Is this second place?
This is second
Come
place.
on. Who is it?
Smell it and guess.
Go on.
What is
Banana Catada by HB Sauce.
It is indeed. How did you ever guess that, you Kevin Wax fanboy?
The smell gives it away, true.
Gorgeous smell.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Well done.
We
Well
know,
done.
look, Kev, Hugo, sorry if you listen to this. You're an artist. I'm sorry. You're an artist when it comes to this craft. And the waxes you do, absolutely outstanding. I'm a big fan. I know these guys here are big fans. If they're not, they will be, and they will be getting involved in it. If you haven't tried one,
That's
just
a
get
good
involved
one
with
to
any of
start
these.
with. That and Wax
But-
Nutter are really good ones to start with.
Yeah, well, I think it was good today, both throwing off. I own this exact wax.
I do.
But it comes in the normal pot.
Yeah, cheeky.
Kevin supplied it in a smaller. Sorry, Hugo supplied it. Kevin, Hugo, Arthur, Steve.
Yeah.
Names. What are the names?
Yeah, Dave, Paul.
Yeah. Fantastic. In a smaller pot, so it's harder for people to tell.
Anyway,
Anyway, moving on.
who's won?
Very nice.
Here we go.
Go
Number 1. Number 8. You heard yet? We're held enough yet? You're going to speed this up. Don't speed this up. Mr. J. Sultan, Bouncer's Wax. You are the winner. And this is something that's been formulated for this, I believe, formulated for today. And fantastic. Just absolutely.
I had a play of that one, and it was very.
It's something
great.
else.
Smells
It
great.
really is. You've got to give it a try.
Yeah.
That might be a little hard since it was made for this, but I'm sure if we reach out, we speak, and we I'm not going to say bully him because he's a big guy, but we'll try, certainly.
You can ask
So-
You can ask him, Steve.
So, yeah, number 8, Jay's Wax. Am I surprised? Not really, because, as I say, they're all fantastic, but I'm a big fan of Jay's Waxes.
Yeah.
And, and I own the whole range. Obviously, this I don't, but it's definitely one that I certainly will be pestering Jay for if we can, if I can get one of these. But, no, well done. Fantastic. Absolutely. And I think this is, it wasn't, I think it was unanimous, but it was 3 out of the 4 that was selected this wax. So, yeah, no, really well done. I think I've probably bored you all to death enough. Yep. I don't know if anybody else has got anything else they want to put in. But what I will say, just again to wrap it up, thank you everybody for taking part in this. I know it took some time to get there, but in the end we did. We've had a cracking day doing this, and this will definitely evolve going forward into 2024. Yeah. So if you like the look of what we're doing, or you want to get involved, yeah, we're going to probably keep the critique what we're doing, I think, because it was a nice way to do it moving forward.
But we've got a few ideas that will make
We've
it
got a
run
few ideas,
smoother.
and look, get in the comments if there's any other ideas you think we're missing or want to get involved with. Please let us know in the comments below, and we can add those moving forward. But again, thank you everybody. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Boom.
Thank you.
Right, I'm gone. See you later.